episode of Morning Coffee and Chat. As you can see, I got two empty chairs sitting here. Jan and Jay are on their way. They got here last night after no incident. So we were here, they were here till probably about 9:30 last night. And went back to their hotel, and they're already on their way. I told them no rush, stop and get some breakfast, get some coffee. Of course, I got the pot right there. Good, strong trucker coffee this morning. So let me get everything synced in here together. I have got the mobile studio out here, the jailhouse right behind me. Covered up by the new banner, but that's the new banner for Ghostorama right there that we managed to grab up. So let me go and get this stuff all synced in together, and we'll get everything a rolling. Throw up a little lovey poo for myself. Of course, there is our PSA, and we will share it out on the Facebook. Hopefully, Facebook is not. Okay, so we are going to go. There's that. And here is the password. Um, Alright, so we'll do it this way. Very weird. Alright, well, I guess we are not going to do Facebook because it is being a bunghole. So anyway, alright, let's get up here now. Let's see here. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Buck. Hey, there's Jay. Alright, bud. Mr. Wookie, hope you're doing good. Good morning, Freedom. Well, as you can see, Jay's here in the chat. They're on the way, 15 minutes out. Well, when he messaged me a little bit ago, they were 15 or 20 minutes out. So, as you can tell, I've been running in and out of the house, bringing the studio outside. I hope everybody is doing good this morning. It was quite an evening last night. Really enjoyed sitting back with Jan and Jay and chatting. Face to face for the first time is always so cool. Sometimes it's awkward. Not with these folks. They are way too cool, way too relaxed. It was really cool sitting out here on the deck with them. and just chatting. Man, I don't know, but I have got to figure out a way to get a bigger screen on this portable deal. Yeah, very bright. I mean, I'm sitting right outside. The house is right over here. I, however, do not like that picture. Oh my lord, what am I set on here? Oh, it's only set on 360. That's why. That's a little bit better. Matter of fact, I am going to tilt this screen where I don't have to lean into it. Oh, good morning, Mussolini. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well this morning. Like I said, Jan and Jay, good morning, Sarah. They should be here momentarily. Jay's here in the chat right now. Jan's a driving. Jay drives for a living, so it's kind of nice to kick back and well, not have to worry about those other bungholes on the road. Um, Keep a good grip on the old poop handle and pray for safe arrival. Yep, since I've got Jan and Jay coming, Sarah, I moved the mobile studio outside. I got the little laptop here, and then I've got a larger monitor plugged into it. Only probably about double the size of the laptop monitor, so it's not the monitor I'm used to in the studio, but it's good for little mobile things. Nice to have chauffeur service. Excited for the weekend. Yes. Oh my God, am I excited for the weekend. I talked to Danny last night. He has been at the Paw Paw Playhouse for 3 days now, getting it mowed and getting everything ready. Tomorrow is going to be putting out flags and basically helping people park, telling the car show participants where to set up at. We have the Great Lakes Ghostbuster Coalition. We have Kalamazoo Ghostbusters. We have several vendors coming out. It's we're gonna be busy. We're gonna be busy. Vendors start coming in at 10 o'clock, uh, and then it actually opens to the public at 1. And we have the tour of the playhouse during the operating hours, and then after 7 o'clock when it closes, we're going to do the group paranormal investigation of the old church. It is 100-plus-year-old church. I've not been to the site. I don't know if there is a graveyard there. Let me see here. Service. Much roomier. I can't tolerate riding with someone else driving. Good morning, KG. Good to see you this morning. I kind of agree with Jay. I used to love to drive when I could, and though I don't like somebody else driving me around, it's actually kind of neat. What setting is this on? Oh, it don't have a default. Huh, that's weird. The laptop isn't showing a default setting for the screen, so I'm kind of stretched out. Good morning, Mark. And of course, Mark, he's going up and doing the Mid Michigan Civil War event this weekend up north. Um, I wish him all the luck in the world and hope and pray that it is nothing like it was um, last year. If you guys will remember last year, it was so flippin' hot. A lot of guys fell out. Several of them left on Saturday after the battles. It was just, and my buddy Mike and I were dressed in cotton. We were dressed as wagon masters, and I felt so sorry for those guys in wool. It was terrible. So we're hoping it stays nice, even up there. My way to Mid Michigan Civil War Muster. Kind of car sick, riding with someone else driving. I used to, Tony, but not anymore. Of course, it helps. A lot of times, right now, I'm doing pretty good with the shade and stuff like that. But for most of the day yesterday, when I was sitting outside, I was sitting outside with my eye patch on because the haze over that right eye was just, it was like trying to look through a foggy fish tank. But right now I'm starting to get the haze really starting to brighten up, but not too awful bad right now. Well, I was thinking if my car like up and going next month, I was thinking, okay, take her Shipshawana. Maybe we could come the other out and come up and chill with you. That'd be cool, bud. That'd be cool. I'm only like 45 minutes from Shipshawana, 40 minutes, something like that. That'd be really cool. Yeah, Mark is going to have a ball, Santee. You were right about that. Joe Messenger later with. Okay, sounds good. Only going for a day, Sunday, heading to Pennsylvania. Very cool. She gets nauseous when she rides. Foggy Fish Tank is a good name for a band. It is kind of a good name for a band, isn't it? And now, ladies and gentlemen, the band you've all been waiting for, Foggy Fish Tank. I get nauseous when I ride too. Mark is going to have a cap and ball. Yes, he is. Well, more like a cartridge thing. You know he'll have the sharps with him. He's going to have more of a cartridge than a cap and ball. Well, since they're on the chat, I'm hearing something, but I don't know what. You'll have a great time hunting some ghosties. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Always have fun. Spencer is ready. He says, I always have fun hunting ghosts, and it's like I was saying the other day. I have so much more fun when I actually get to meet the people that I spend so much time on here. There. Speaking of which, there's one of them right there. Good morning, fishing. It was just fall last year when fishing was up here, and sat out here for a little over an hour on the back deck, just jawing, hanging out with each other and stuff. That was great. I love it when I get a chance to meet you guys and chill with you. I've got to meet a very very small handful, and it's the time is so much nicer when you actually get to to meet up with folks and just talk with them, hang out with them, go out and do an investigation, make a video. I haven't. Jay and Jan, matter of fact, here they come up the driveway right now. They don't know it, but sometime today we're going to go into the studio, and now I have studio lights coming at me. But they don't know it yet. But I'm going to take them in the studio and play with the green screen later, and make a permanent clip for the ending on the videos. Well, I know it now because they're listening, but looks like a beautiful morning. Fishing, dude, it is gorgeous right now. I don't have, yeah, I do right here. It's 61 degrees right now. There's a slight breeze. It's really pretty this morning. Yeah, they were actually driving up the drive. They just parked right over here. So, somebody stopped at McDonald's for coffee.
Gotta get something to wake up with.
I got a brand new pot of Trucker's coffee sitting right over here.
Uh-oh. Well, I might be digging into it once I finish this. I did not sleep last night. There was a lot of crap going on at that hotel.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the design is. Strap in, shut up, and hang on.
Kind of what he does when I drive.
Yeah.
This is the seat harness in the race car.
Oh, the crotch one. That's what's missing. I was looking for the 5-point. It's a 4-point.
It's a 4-point. It's an old one.
Okay.
I can't tell you how old this shirt is.
Ancient history, just
Ancient.
like us.
Ancient. Good morning, everybody.
Morning, everybody.
Well, here they are, guys.
Hot dog.
Here they are. Jay, Jan, from JJ's Adventures. Like I said, they made it up yesterday, had a chance to go and check out the hotel.
Yeah. Because Jay's cheap.
Sorry.
They had a chance to go and check out the. I told him if he wanted to spend as little money as possible, I would have set my cot up in the shed.
We should have brought the tent.
Let her stay in the house, of course, on the fold out. But I would have let Jay stay in the shed, charged him $75 a night. It would have probably been better conditions than he's in right now.
You bet.
At least it would have been quiet.
You bet.
Hey, at least it's a bed to sleep on. That's maybe.
Yeah, well,
Oh, yeah,
Maybe.
they need a new mattress in that room.
needs a whole new room. Okay, squirrel.
Yeah.
I'm starting to say.
There.
Yep, right there he is too.
Yep. Come down and get this.
Quit showing off your nuts.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's fun.
Oh my God, is he back?
He's back.
There he is. Hey, baby Mac. I scared him earlier. I was crying earlier because he wouldn't get out of Steph's way.
Yeah.
So I scuffled my feet at him, and he's been gone ever since.
Oh.
He would not come back. I was shaking the food bowl. I was yelling for him.
Baby kitty. He is adorable.
I thought for sure I scared him off, as skittish as he is. I felt like shit all morning long because I thought I scared that little hungry baby off.
Well, let's see. What's questions going on here?
I don't know. Let's see here. Good morning.
Motel 3.
Yeah, Motel 3.5.
Yeah.
Mussolini said good morning. Tony said good morning. Mr. Fishing, of course, is here.
And you can tell it's been humid. My hair is curling. Can't keep it straight for the life of me.
Yeah, mine too.
I noticed.
It looks like crap this morning.
Jay has that when I let his hair get too long before it cuts.
Yeah.
Well, Steph was actually supposed to shave my head Wednesday evening.
Like Jay's?
Well, no. I go about yay far on top, then about like that on the sides.
Sure.
That way I can spike it. I've got some of that LA Lights
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I'm a Dollar General shopper. I can be a
Oh.
tight ass too. It's all right. You know,
Yeah, but
why spend $20 on a bottle of something you can get for $3 and it does the same job?
That's right. Whatever.
for the right places, you are tight.
Yeah, exactly. Squirrel over the open fire, bud. I agree completely. Curls rule. Curls rule the roost here, Freedom says.
Yes.
Well, question and answer from Mussolini. He said, how far do we drive? About 5.5 hours coming out of Cincinnati.
It's because we were in traffic.
That we
It
took
wasn't because I couldn't get us here.
Google took us to all the back roads.
Google's good at that, though.
Oh yeah.
Well, I told him I
even
never
AAA
used
was
Google.
good for that too, because it was follow the same thing.
Well, you know, when Mom and Dad first retired and went down to Tennessee, I was trying to plot a course on Google Maps one time and figure out how to get there. And they were coming up like the next week, so I pulled the map back up and I showed it to my dad. He said, "That's a pretty good route if you want to go about 100 miles out of your way."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good for them taking you the least congested way and not the fastest. So
Well, it wasn't bad, except I don't care for back roads. Get me on the highway. I can, speed limit 70.
Yeah,
I
I
can
know.
do
Hang on.
85.
Like I said, strap in and hang on.
Yeah.
y'all don't strike me as being that far south.
Unfortunately.
Clear down by Cincinnati, y'all.
Yeah.
Actually, we were talking last night, and they are right on the path that Morgan's Raiders took after they hit Corden, Indiana, the old territorial capital, and started moving eastward across the bottom of Indiana into Ohio. They are right on the path that Morgan's Raiders took before they were finally stopped midway up the east side of Ohio. Midway Highway scare the hell out of me. Live down south. Time never leaves. Let's find some of the vernacular amusing. I haven't been a Southerner in 40 years. I still say y'all. You guys want to really hear funny? Get me around some folks from Southern Tennessee for about an hour, and I lose the whole Yankee thing with my dialect. I start. I mean, I'll really start throwing stuff out there that just don't make sense. My wife will sit on the phone sometime when we're talking, and she'll look at me and shake her head and call me a retard. But I mean, she does that even when we're like out to dinner and the store. Oh, let me see here.
So what's the plan for today, JJ?
They asking me? I don't know. Drew's the boss.
Well, like I said when they were parking, they don't know it, but
We do now.
I'm going to get them in the studio against the green screen. I think I might have. You never know. I might have Jay with the gold boy putting some holes in me in a saloon somewhere. Jan in a saloon girl dress, kind of looking all fucking terrified.
Nuh-uh.
Then again, I might have Jan shooting holes in me and Jay in a saloon girl's dress. You just never know.
You just
around
never
here.
know, do you?
Kind of fits that way, though.
Okay, I'm not going there.
Yeah. I'm too much a tomboy to.
You guys
dress
are finally
in a dress.
finding out the secret about this whole 50 Shades of Grey thing in Cincinnati. Who wears the sexy dresses and who wears the leather pants?
I used to have a pair of leather pants.
Oh God.
They were a size 2 back when I was 95 pounds. I had to get rid of them.
I got a pair I wear when I do my pirate thing, like next weekend.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait to see that.
Oh, Redneck says he likes your necklace.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Sasquatch. Good to see you, bud.
Hey, Squatch.
Um, green screen. Oh, yeah, green screen is fun, man. Especially now that it's so big. It takes up like a whole 10-foot wall now. So I can get multiple people, much larger. See, as you guys seen in the last video, the one I put out yesterday, I was only working in a space probably this big, where normally I'm working in a space this big and just being real careful how I move my hands so I don't like make part of my hand disappear or something. But now I've got like a 10-foot section, so I can fit multiple people up there. Might just be too much information. We took a trip to Pennsylvania when we were teens. This group of kids there wanted us to keep saying y'all. Get in the back of the truck and we're going to the big house. Much love. I'm going to South Carolina. I spent a lot of time in South Carolina around Clemson, Anderson. I have family down in that area for the longest time. Now pretty much all of them except my one or two cousins are gone. But we used to. I loved Clemson, especially when I was like 10 years old. There's nothing like driving down the road and seeing the big orange tiger prints on the road heading in and out of the city. I'm going through Buford. Jay, are you going to do? Santee was wondering if you're going to do some filming too.
I plan on it.
That's what I said. I'm the cameraman.
As
Yep.
long as the cameraman doesn't get spooked.
One in front of the camera, one behind the camera. But the one behind the camera, I just informed him yesterday that he will be on film because I'll be shooting too, and I will get the camera. But you know, you're seeing him now. This is the person you never see on the videos.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Yeah. One who works his butt off all day.
Yes.
You should visit Charleston.
What do you film with?
The phone.
The phone. For right now.
I have my camera with me.
I have a camera too, but there's no way to take the chip out and plug it into my phone.
Well,
Since I do all my editing on my phone.
Right. And I don't know if I have a chip place in my laptop either. Although I don't have my laptop
See,
with
Jersey's
me.
up doing his morning stuff.
Huh?
Jersey's doing his morning.
Oh, Rusty.
Rusty's up.
Yep, Rusty is here. Firing up. 1692, 5 more people hanged for witchcraft, 19 in all in Salem, Massachusetts. You know, Santee, you're absolutely right about the whole phone thing. The only problem is, for some reason, this Galaxy AO2 or whatever, I can't plug a mic into it.
Mm-mm.
I cannot. I mean, I've got a place for a microphone or headphones, but when I plug the mic into it, I get zero sound. If I unplug it, the sound is great. So it's nothing like the phone that I use for everything. I've tried to use this one to get stuff too.
And these don't have them. The iPhones, they took the port away for hooking up headphones and stuff. They got rid of it. Dumbest thing they ever did.
Who wouldn't own an iPhone?
Oh, hush. That's all I own is Apple products.
I owned an iPhone 6S, and it was all glass, front, back, everything. And I was working brick, block, and stone at the time. So I mean, if I leave my car in the truck, or if I leave my phone in the truck all day, I don't get any messages, emergency.
Right.
So I have to carry it on me, and
You didn't get an otter box to
You
put
want-
on it to protect it?
pay
That
$35 for a piece of plastic. I'll wrap it in cellophane.
it's rubber.
Whatever.
It bounces.
I can get rubbers for $6 a box. I'm gonna pay $35 for one box.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
not
even
going to
touch
go
that.
there with that
not,
one. No.
Not going there. But Jay has dropped his phone numerous times.
Hell,
You're behind.
I'm behind here. Hold on. Crap. Here I am talking. All right, here we go. 1791, Benjamin Banneker sends copy of his almanac, writes a letter to Thomas Jefferson criticizing his pro-slavery stance.
Can I go
just
get
want-
the ashtray?
Yeah. Or you can just drop them on the ground. I'll pick them up later.
No.
1812, U.S. warship Constitution defends British warship Guerrera. 1849, New York Herald reports gold discovery in California. 1861, Confederate Congress allies with government of Missouri. 1864, second day of battle at Globe Tavern, Virginia. Union Fort, that's someplace I'd love to visit. I believe that's the one that still stands today. I know one of them does. Then again, I think Virginia also has a tavern that was around during the Revolution. Let me see here. Second day of battle, Globe Tavern, Virginia. Union forces attempt to destroy Weldon Railroad Confederate supply route. 1895, American frontier murderer and outlaw John Wesley Hardin is shot and killed by John Selman Sr. in a saloon in El Paso, Texas. I'm off to work, guys. Looking forward to the evening stream. See you then. All right, Mussolini.
Have a good one, Moose.
You
Have a
take
good
care,
one,
buddy,
Moose.
and we'll catch you tonight. Try to have a good day at work. I mean, I know that's kind of a try.
Mac.
1909, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, home of the automobile race Indianapolis 500, opens in Speedway, Indiana. All right, now we're caught up.
Awesome.
1914, Elmer Rice's play On Trial premieres in New York City. Yeah, I know. New York City. Somebody get a rope. 1914, Harris Theater, Candler, Cone, and Harris opens at 226 West 42nd Street in that place again. What's the matter, little Mac? I'm sorry I scared you, honey.
Come on, kitty.
He's safe now.
He's safe. Is he by you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I was petting him. He kept meowing at me. God love him.
Come here, Mackie. I'm sorry, honey.
Like little skin and bones.
Hey, Mac. It's a good kitty. What's a good
Let's
kitty?
see here. 1914, in a message to the Senate, U.S. President Woodrow Wilson urges the American people to be neutral, in fact, as well as name. 1918, Irving Berlin's musical Yip Yip Yapank premieres in New York City. A lot of shit going on in New York City. Must be why it's the cultural capital of the world.
Oh, another one.
What the hell was that?
Oh, it's one of those stand-up,
Electric bikes or whatever.
well, what do they call those things?
Scooters?
Like Paul Blart Mall Cop rides around.
Oh, the single wheel or the wheel
It's
on
got
each
double
side.
wheel.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
this
yeah.
one here's got four wheels with a platform. Then you just stand up on it and
Oh, wow.
scoot around. You see a lot of delivery services using those now.
Really?
Yeah, they'll They got like a small storage area on the back of them. Instead of driving the big truck all over town, they'll come in town park, and then they'll cut the town into quarters or something.
And divvy them out and tell them to go deliver them.
Hmm?
That's cool.
Pull them off the back of the truck, load up the things for that quarter of the town or that section.
That's more like
I know
Christmas
what you do.
run. Because UPS used to do that. Used to put a place in, and they used to hire guys. Says, "There's your golf cart. Go deliver."
Is
Anyway.
is FedEx using drones yet?
I think they're working on it.
Mm. I keep seeing that stuff on TV where they say we'll deliver drone service and stuff like that, and it's like, how come I always get a fat dude walking up to my door?
Or a skinny dude carrying a 100-pound box.
Yeah, so skinny dude carry. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's normally how it is.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. 1934, the first All-American Soapbox Derby is held in Dayton, Ohio.
Whoop, whoop.
1939, 37.6 centimeter rainfall in Tuckerton, New Jersey. New market, replenish my stock. 1950, ABC begins Saturday morning kids shows, Animal Clinic and Acrobat Ranch. Wow. And all I ever used to watch was Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner, and
Heckle and Jackal.
Heckle and Jackal, Andy
Mickey
Panda.
Mouse.
Mhm.
Or not Mickey Mouse, Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse,
Here we
Flintstones,
come to save the day.
Jetsons.
1954, American Ralph Bunche named Undersecretary of the UN. Drones weird me out. Have you seen Robot Dogs from New York Police?
I've not seen it, but I've heard
Nope.
about them.
I've heard about them.
Take big chunks out of you.
Yep. 1955, 32.4 centimeters precipitation at Burlington, Connecticut. 1955, Hurricane Diane kills 200 people, becomes first billion-dollar damage storm. 1955, U.S. raises import duty on bicycles 50%. Couldn't find anything more important to raise the duty fee on or duty costs on a bicycle. Then again, I guess a lot more people were out riding a bike at that. You know, now they all have motors on them, and
Yeah. And it's dangerous to run them on the roads nowadays.
Oh, heck yeah.
they can get ran over.
I know when I was a kid, I used to run down my main highway out there and never had a car. Where I used to live nowadays
can
it's
do
like a
that
super
now.
highway.
Hello, precious. Hello, precious.
All right, I got.
If you get up in my
All right,
lap,
you
I will
YouTube
pet
creators, I got to get a T-Rex in Lincoln County Courthouse.
Uh-oh. Row.
This is going to be good.
Yes, it is.
All right, Santi, you have yourself a good day, bud. And
Take care.
I'll send you some pictures if I have Wi-Fi tomorrow. If I have Wi-Fi tomorrow, I might actually take the mobile studio around and just kind of live stream part of the event. But I'll get you some pictures. All right, let me see here. I go rattling again. Here I come. 1955, WINS Radio, New York City announces it will not play copyright cover versions of R&B records. DJs play Fats Domino's Ain't That a Shame, not Pat Boone's.
That's interesting.
1957, U.S. Major David Simons reaches 30,933 miles in a balloon.
Or meters.
Or meters. A meter, mile,
Whatever.
thing I do now as far as shopping goes. Led by, I'll have to move this shit when we move.
Does that sound familiar?
Yes, it does.
You
Yeah.
too, Sandy. 1958 NAACP Youth Council begins sit-ins at Oklahoma City lunch counters. 1959, satellite Discoverer 6 launched into polar orbit.
Keep it up, I'm gonna
Hey, you know, I
steal it.
realize how much nicer that thing looks all not wrinkled up hanging on my wall behind the...
It looks awesome.
that's good vinyl, too.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Like I said, though, those are the most expensive damn grommets I ever seen in my life. I can go out and buy a box of like 50 grommets for $5.
Right?
It was $15 just to get those 4 grommets put on there.
Are you kidding?
No, it was supposed to be 26 bucks.
Wow.
But shipping and the grommets was like another almost 25 bucks. It went from 26 bucks to $50.04
Good
just to get the
grief.
4 grommets and shipping.
Good grief.
960 American CIA pilots. Oh, I think that's supposed to be 1960. The one is missing. 1960 American CIA pilot Francis Gary Powers, convicted of spying by USSR, U-2 incident. Sentenced 3 years in prison plus 7 in a labor camp. He served 17 months for being exchanged. 1960, the first commercial atomic energy reactor owned by the Yankee Atomic Electric Company achieves a self-sustaining nuclear reaction in Roe Deerfield River, Massachusetts. 1961, U.S. Vice President Lyndon B. Johnson visits West Berlin. 1963, NAACP Youth Council begins sit-in at lunch counters in Oklahoma City. Well, those youths were just busy back in that time period, weren't they? Sadly enough, nowadays, the only time you hear about the NAACP is when somebody's discriminated against, and they don't do sit-ins, they don't
Just a
go...
little bit, please. About a half. I have some keep away.
Did you ask her?
These
He'd asked me for my coffee.
might be better than what I got from McDonald's.
Well, I guarantee you it is. I won't drink their coffee. I don't mind their cold stuff once in a while, only because of the whipped cream and the chocolate syrup they put on it.
Yeah.
1964, communication satellite CENTCOM-3 is launched. 1965, the Yardbirds launched their first U.S. tour. 1967, the Beatles, All You Need Is Love, single goes #1. Would have been an interesting time to live.
Yeah.
Well, that's...
I grew up in the 60s. So.
Yep, that's a year before I was born still, so... $1969, film adaptation of
Alice's Restaurant.
Yep. Arlo Guthrie song Alice's Restaurant, directed by Arthur Penn and starring Guthrie. Frozen caramel frappe.
Song in there too, and I can't get going into it. I know, Jan. Shut up.
One thing I like about having a BB Coffee in this town, they have got so many good warm and cold coffees. And I'm not usually a fan of cold coffee, but you put enough caramel and sugar in it, and I'm a happy little fat boy. 1976, President Gerald Ford wins Republican presidential nomination at KC Convention. Living history is to be part of living history is more than many. 1979, My Sharona. My Sharona. Morning, Ty.
Hey, Ty.
Good to see you,
Hi, Ty.
buddy. 1981, 2 U.S. Navy F-14 jet fighters shoot down 2 Soviet-built Liberian Su-22s. Moon landing was memorable. Wish I was old enough to remember that. Didn't learn a lot, I'm sure. Downfalls, not anything. Nature. 1984 Republican Convention in Dallas, Texas nominates incumbent Ronald Reagan as president. I remember that. I remember people were throwing a fit about having an actor as president.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, why not? They've all had their.
They're all been acting anyway.
They,
They still act a fool.
you're just too skittish, baby Mac. You are just way too. In case you guys didn't realize, we picked up another stray. The cats liking to sit at the doors and stuff like that. This little
cute as a button.
This little teeny tiny thing decided he wanted to start living on our back deck about 2 days ago, and he'd run to the front door, and the cats would follow him, and so yeah, like kind of like having the extra love and not having to pay the vet bills. Sadly enough, the kitties can't play together because of the money we've spent on our house cats. We're not going to run the risk of them catching worms and getting fleas and everything else off this little ding dong that lives outside.
I haven't seen a flea yet.
There it is. So, 1991 Hurricane Bob hits U.S.
I'll put you down.
Zombies everywhere. 1993 26th San Diego Comic-Con International opens at Doubletree Hotel.
Oh, excuse
Hey
me.
Drew, if you and your better
All right,
half
down on your right.
doing anything on KG up, if we can find out what day would you and her like to meet up and ship, and can all grab dinner at the Blue Gate. We'll see. Anything's possible. Don't let my 4-year-old see it. Yeah, I don't know if even if your 4-year-old begged, I don't know if we could ship Little Mac. Like I said earlier, I was brokenhearted because I thought I scared him off. He wouldn't get out of the way of the wife's car this morning, and I scuffed my feet in the gravel, and he was gone for like 2 hours. I brought out food. I shook the food bowl. I yelled for him. Nothing. So I'm glad he kind of sort of forgave me and come back, because
He might be gone when we leave.
my daughter and my kitties would probably have never forgiven me. 1993 Dow Jones hits record high of 3612.13. However, on the brighter side, little kids could run a small town with no fear. Happened on Star Trek. Worked pretty good. 1993, George Tiller, abortion doctor, shot in his arm by Rachel Shannon.
I remember that one.
1993, Mattel and Fisher-Price Toys companies merge.
Wow.
That's someone's parents would whoop your ass.
That's true.
Not anymore.
It still happens that way. You do bad things, especially to my daughter, somebody's parents gonna whoop your ass.
Mm-hmm.
And then we might stake you down out in the country somewhere and pour meat tenderizer on your naked ass and let the coyotes finish the job.
Oh, no. Cut them up and barbecue them like they did on fried green tomatoes. No. Was it fried? No, it wasn't fried green tomatoes.
Back and came
It was.
the street lights. Exactly,
That's
yeah.
what- yeah,
You came
it's-
home when the street lights came on, exactly. Unless you were playing in the yard next door and Mom didn't care.
Of course, back then too, when I was growing up, you always played Army outside until all hours of the night.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Nowadays, they look at you with a gun, they just about shoot you.
1997 STS 85 Discovery 23 lands. What the F are you talking about? Hogs do wonders. I'll admit to that. We do have a a very large hog operation about 45, 50 minutes south of here in Delphi, Indiana. As a matter of fact, that place has been around for years, and rumors have it that some of the Chicago boys used to bring guys down here, and they had like a large wood chipper deal that they would pour the mill into, and it would shoot it out into the hog pens. Rumor has it that they used to stick body parts in there and shoot it out into the hog pen.
Hmm.
Um, oh, kids misbehaving, crying out loud. Okay, I only caught part of that. I'm sorry. Staking the no, we don't stake the kids out. We're here to protect the kids. I thought you meant somebody else doing something wrong to your kids. Is what I picked up when I was reading that. Let's see here. 2018. Oh wait, no, up here is 2015. U.S. Food and Drug Administration approves female Viagra libido pill. Whatever. 2018. Rudy Giuliani, U.S. President Donald Trump's lawyer, claims in interview with NBC Chuck Todd that truth isn't truth. Well, no shit.
No shit, Sherlock.
My mom told me when we were kids, whoever's house we were playing near would feed all the kids. That's kind of how it was in my town. 2020. Apple becomes first U.S. company to be valued at
2 trillion.
2 trillion. Wow. Just 2 years after it reached 1 trillion valuation. Back when people like that would be killed. 2020, U.S. Postmaster General Louis DeJoy says he will suspend controversial plan to cut costs until after the election. I suppose my babies will be pushing up daisies. Yup. And that is all, folks. Thank you, Rusty.
Thanks, Rusty.
Thanks, Rusty. That was interesting.
I wish I could have read it a little better, but you know, like I said, I'm used to 35 inches, and I have, you know, like 20 inches. I'm going from 1-inch tall letters to like 1/4-inch tall letters, so it's a little harder for me. My babies are all pro-gun adults. There you go. That's how it should be. Let's see here. Okay, we haven't even broken an hour yet. We're still doing good. My mommy mode scares me. God help anyone.
Exactly.
Yep.
In my house, I'm called Mama Bear.
Yeah, you don't mess with Mama Bear.
Not if you want to live and tell about it.
But even as adult women, if someone did them harm, there would be no wanting vengeance, there would be achieving vengeance.
My son-in-law knows that.
I feel sorry for him, he ever pisses you off.
Yeah, you better feel sorry for him.
I mean, there's a lot of acreage there around your house, and I
Yes.
mean, some of it's really hard to get to in a car.
Mm-hmm.
You know, though, thinking historically, 2 horses, 4 lengths of rope, 2 smacks on the ass, and, well, needless to say.
Which way the horse goes.
Yep.
which way do both horses go?
I live half a mile from a hog farm.
Oh, even better.
Hogs will eat anything except teeth and fingernails.
And we can take care of those.
Gotta get usable DNA. So do you guys have any questions for these two? I mean, they drove 5 hours to come up here and join us for the weekend.
Would have been a lot less if it weren't for construction and truck traffic.
Yeah, that's the same way it was when we went down to Muncie, Indiana a few weeks ago. I mean, it was, 70, 75, 80 mile an hour, and then all of a sudden it was 45 for 2 or 3 miles, and cars bumper to bumper. Then all of a sudden it was back up to 75 again.
Oh, yeah.
Even though we came home on a Sunday, it was still, she wanted to pay attention to the work zone speed limits, even though nobody was out there working.
Yeah. If I don't see a worker, I keep flying on.
Oh, I was amazed how many people were sitting there driving along at 40 mile an hour, and all of a sudden there's somebody 85 shooting past us.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, your ass, buddy boy.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
There's a state trooper sitting up here. It's going to be your
We
pooter.
saw 3 state troopers having a car pulled over on the opposite side.
Right down the border.
Yep. And I mean, they were searching that car left and right.
Tony says, hello, gang. What's going on? Tony
Hey,
Lee.
Tony Lee.
What's up, buddy? How's things down under? Oh, wait, why the hell ain't one of you hunting the damn squirrel? Because we like our squirrels. Our bunny rabbits have all disappeared. We used to have, when I first moved here, we had a clutch of rabbits that lived under our big shed, and every morning we had baby bunnies all over the yard and stuff. And for some reason this year we have had no bunnies in the yard at all.
That's because
So
we have them all.
We haven't had any for years, and all of a sudden, the last couple of years, they've multiplied.
They live under the barn.
Well, that's what bunnies did.
Oh, I know, but I think the cats disappeared too.
Good morning, Mayhem.
Hey, Mayhem. Good morning to you. I did have questions for them, but now I forgot.
It's okay. I forgot what I did 5 minutes ago.
Who are you?
I don't know. Who are you?
I don't know. Anyway.
I picked you up on the highway somewhere.
It's a tree rat. Nah.
Cats eat bunnies. Dogs eat bunnies.
We have these little piney squirrels here, and they'll come right up on the porch, and they'll get up, and we have some cornmeal that we put out. I built a feeder and put it on the tree, and the gray squirrels and the little pineys will come down and they'll eat the stuff, and sometimes I'll put some out on the deck. And the little squirrels will go up there and they'll play with the cats and talk to them. So every once in a while they'll actually we have one of those screen guards on the doors so the screen don't come out. And sometimes the little squirrels will climb up and hang from the screen guard and just sit there and chitter back and forth with the cats for hours. There's a Little Britain thing. Here in Little Britain. We're actually doing really good this morning. It's a beautiful, comfortable morning. Not too hot. The humidity levels not bad at all. It's only like 61 degrees Fahrenheit. It's real nice out here.
You should turn the camera around, and because they hear me talk about Big Red or see me talk about it, you should show them what Big Red looks like.
Oh, Big Red. Big Red. Let's see if we can get a shot of Big Red. We'll turn this way. That's the Big Red that y'all hear her talking about in the chat sometimes. He is big, He is red. Lives up to his name, that's for sure.
Goes fast.
I don't know why, for some reason, I imagine Big Red being a 70s or 80s pickup and like a huge 4x4 or something like that. And I didn't realize he was
Oh, you mean a billy wagon?
like a billy wagon.
I'm not done with it yet.
Oh, okay. Hey, Justin.
Thanks,
Good to
Wookie.
see you, bud. Get a chinchilla. And you want my fur coat. Comfortable mid-70s, breezy. Oh, yeah, we're way off again here. Hold on. Let me,
Fish, it's different. I'm not used to being on this side of the camera on a live stream.
let's see here.
Clifford the big red truck.
Rusty asks what year.
What year? It's a 17. Hey, Brooklyn.
Hey, Brooke. Good to see you. No, meant to tell to help you. Clifford the big red truck. I love that. Card. Thankfully, freedom. I meant that fuzzy tail is why people don't see they're actually a rat. Well, if those are rats, then my cats aren't doing their job because they love the little fuzzy-tailed things. I mean, I'm serious. I'm serious as a heart attack. You get Ralphie here at the back door, and he will literally sit there until he falls asleep, chittering back and forth at these squirrels, and they show no fear whatsoever. And I mean, squirrels. I mean, come on, their brain is only like that big, so they don't understand the fact. Hey, this animal can't get through this silver thing right here. Friendly heads up, Jackson Civil War Days is next weekend if anyone is going. I'm actually going to be in South Bend next weekend, fulfilling a promise to some reenactors that have come out to several of the events to visit me. One of them actually jumped on his motorcycle in the pouring rain just a couple years ago and drove for an hour and a half one way just to attend an event at the fort in Fort Wayne, Indiana with me. So I'll be at the Michiana Ren Fair with him and his crew next weekend. I got the hiccups now. Doggone it. Watching them perform, and I'm going to teach them how to primitive camp because most of them have modern tents and stuff. So I'm going to teach them the finer points of primitive camping and how much more fun it can be. Friendly heads. Chinchillas are like snakes. Dislocate their heads and squeeze under doors. Wow. I did not know that. Used to own some pretty cool critters. Take dust baths. like an elephant. Get a nose full of dirt and blow it all over them and lay down and rub around in it and stuff.
Or like our silly chickens.
Yeah, that's just.
Well, I mean, that's just chicken. Those things are silly anyway.
Ashley said to FaceTime her at 3 today.
3?
That's when she ends her workday.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if she was actually going to be working while she was taking care of your place or not.
Yeah, she brought her work laptop with her.
Well, that's good. She can work from home.
Exactly. And her boss doesn't care.
Very cool.
That's cool. My boss told me yesterday that if I don't come back Monday, I'd said, well, I've got absorbed by a ghost or attacked by a ghost somewhere. She started cackling.
Well, there's your answer to an extra day.
Hey,
All we gotta do is knock him down and blame a ghost. And,
Yeah.
except Ashley has to go back on Sunday. She has to. They're looking at a house on Monday.
oh my goodness gracious! Really? Seriously?
Yep.
Like those chickens can't take care of themselves for one day?
It's not the
I
chickens,
seen the
it's
fortress.
dogs.
I seen the fortress he built for those chickens.
Yeah, that's.
A fox with bolt cutters could not get into that fortress he
I'll
built.
give you a good one on that though. Last Sunday, I'm walking down the steps of that house and looked out the back door. All of a sudden, this big hawk came down and hit the top of that cage, and boom! He's like, "Whoa!" He sat on the guard and looked at him. He's like, "Okay, how long do I can get in here now?"
No
I
hawk
could
bait
imagine what a hawk looks like sitting on top of that kennel he built for those chickens. I mean, it's got to look like, well, me at Golden Corral about 15 minutes before they unlock the doors. Just like all like hand pressed up against the window and stuff. Like, come on, there's the buffet.
Yep.
It's right there in my reach. God damn it.
Yep.
Yep.
They get frustrated. They can't get in there. But the dogs is what I'm worried about. The chickens, no, they're fine.
Oh, Wednesday's the first day of school for the girls, Ty.
Oh, cool, Ty.
Nice.
Ash goes back, I think, either the Tuesday or the Wednesday following Labor Day.
I think you said this week or next week.
No, after Labor Day.
Yeah. Yeah, I can remember when we used to start after Labor Day or the
Yeah,
week
exactly.
before Labor Day. Now it's like,
Labor Day, yeah. We would always start like the beginning of the third week of August, and we were always out the end of the second week of May.
yeah.
But you know, back in the 70s and 80s. Now, especially places like Michigan, they actually do. Well, Michigan figures in 20 snow days into a school year. So if they use them, then the kids technically go as many days as everybody else in the country.
Right.
If we don't use them, our kids get almost an extra month of school that
They don't get.
yeah, they're stuck going to school.
Yeah. Well, our crew, where I deliver out in Highland County, they're all in school now. They go to school for 2 weeks, and then the first week after Labor Day is the Highland County Fair. So they're all off for that week for the county fair.
Yeah, so they can participate.
Yeah, so the kids can
Homeschooled
go
my
to
daughter
school.
2nd through 8th grade. I didn't know that you homeschooled her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep, she had her little desk in the corner. She'd work on it all morning.
Yeah. The dining room looked like a classroom.
I've thought about homeschooling Ash, and yeah, it's not worth it. Not
She
worth the
went-
fighting. I can't get her to get up, clean the litter box, and run the vacuum, let alone get up and sit at the desk for 6 hours a day. And
6 in the morning, Ashley was out at her desk, starting her schoolwork. She knew how the run of subjects went.
well, you grew up like I did, though. So I mean, you had parents that knew how to swing a belt.
Oh, yeah, I knew how to
I'm sure
swing a
you're-
hand too.
I'm sure your daughter and you learned real quick when Mom says get up, it's time for school.
Nope.
She'd set her own alarm.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. The kid was a sponge. Still is. She loves to learn.
That's why she's a computer whiz.
Yeah.
That nice yard. Oh, this is just a small portion of it. This is actually the jailhouse back here that I built a couple of years ago. I've actually got iron doors on it now, but I'm going to increase the size of it when I get a chance to.
We could put
And
Jay in there, and that's where he could spend the night.
well, and see, that's my original plan, was to move the trampoline so I had that bigger area,
Hmm.
and then to build the cabin and use this as like a foyer.
Sure.
So I have an iron gate on the outside, and when you go into the foyer and go the 6 feet back, there's a second iron gate, and that's where the beds and everything were going to be.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But I'm still waiting on trying to find a trailer that the car can pull, so I can actually permanently build it on there.
Uh-huh.
Then that way we just pull it up to a
We might buy a
reenactment.
trailer place down here. I wonder how expensive their trailers are.
You're talking about the one out here by McDonald's?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any flatbeds in there. What I'm looking for is like a small snowmobile trailer. Got the small tires on it.
Got ya. Okay.
That way when I build the drop-offs, we just pull in there, unclip them, and fold them right down over the wheels and stuff. Pull the steps out and set
you're
it
all
down,
set.
and we're all set.
Yeah.
No setting up a tent, tearing down a tent.
Balance it.
Yep.
Level it.
Get off her. One of them little biting flies. Thank you, Freedom. I might take you up on that in a few months. Need some affairs in order. I couldn't homeschool my kids. Not worth losing my sanity.
I understand that, Ty.
There's a jailhouse for homeschooling the next generation.
Yeah.
Could be. Could be, but the rush that my daughter
Hey,
is
Taryn.
not in to have kids, I probably won't. I probably won't live to see grandkids here. All mine will probably always be in Indiana. Hey, Taryn. Good to see you, dear. Well, the weekend is finally here, guys. It is Friday. Tomorrow morning, bright and bloody early, these poor souls are going to be cruising from Kalamazoo, Michigan, down here to pick up me and my daughter and her best friend, going up and helping Danny get Ghosterama set up at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. The vendors and everyone start coming in, and then at 1 o'clock it fires off. Like I said earlier, if I can manage to somehow get this phone turned on before then, I will hotspot the computer. I will take the mobile studio with me and actually run a live during Ghosterama up there. While of course I won't be communicating all that much. You guys will just be seeing it live. But I will. I'll also be making a video of it, so you'll get it from both angles. You'll see everything out there right around our tent, what's going on, and then first of the week you'll get a video of everything: the bands, the car show, the vendors, the interviews, all the fun stuff. Doing good. Gettysburg, I'm doing good in Gettysburg. Nothing can be better. Now, how long are you going to be in Gettysburg? Because now I'm really getting suspicious here that Mark is only going to the Mid-Michigan Civil War muster for one day, and then he's heading to Pennsylvania. Now I'm real suspicious we're going to be seeing some Tara and Mark interaction here in the near future on a video or something. Yeah, that sounds fun. I know that's probably true for me too. So we got yesterday and today, good weather. Then it's going to rain Saturday and Sunday. That sucks. Then again, Gettysburg is beautiful in rain or shine, especially when you pull out, what is it, east end of town, out past the McDonald's and the hotel that we stayed in and everything, and you're just got the big open fields and stuff out there, the hills off in the distance and the woods and stuff. I remember what the rain clouds and the sunsets and everything looked like in that place, and that's probably one of the biggest reasons it's always going to be deep in my soul. It's just so beautiful. I would love to people out do 2 or 3 day colonial era camp. Now, see, that would be cool. That would be cool, Tony. I would be all for that. I love doing colonial era camping. Rain or sun or snow, which I got all the nice wool, comfy stuff, blankets and everything. So I'm set for winter camping.
Templar's on.
Huh?
Templar's on.
Hey, Templar. What's up, buddy?
Girly.
Well, a girlie can be my buddy too.
Okay. You say so.
I didn't say, hey, dude.
No, you could have said, hey, Dudette.
Dudette. Oh, what was it? What was it Michelangelo said in the first Turtles movie? Dudes and dudettes, Major League Butt Kicking is back in town.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, he did.
I was thinking going to Gettysburg next year. Not a snow person. Well, you know where I live at, I kind of got to be a snow person. I mean, then again, in Michigan, you never know if you're going to get 6 inches of snow or 6 feet of snow between the end of October and the first week of April. But the way summer's been, I got a feeling it's going to be feet this year.
I think we're going to get that too.
Well, you know, it's like I was telling you guys yesterday. Our dog days of summer, we've had days that didn't even hit 60 degrees. We
So lucky.
just last week we had one day to 59 for the high. It was 51 when I got up. It didn't hit 60 degrees all day. Most of our summer has been in the 70s and 80s. We have seen like 4 90 degree days, and we've never hit 95. So it's been low 90s and tolerable.
Yeah.
Now, June was horrible down our way. It
Oh,
was
yeah,
like
June.
90 degrees.
Look,
Most of June.
it seemed like it was terrible just about everywhere.
Like I told you, I mean, I grew corn. I went down the other night and picked it. My
5
corn's
inches long.
about 4 to 5 inches long, and most of it's all one.
It's called bite size.
Yeah, I know it's bite size basically,
I mean, it's like them little corns that you find in Chinese food.
and it's like every one of them's got one side of it doesn't head note has not developed.
Didn't develop.
Mhm.
And the only thing I can think of is that when it was hot there in the 90s in July and early August or late June, the heat on the sun just cooked it.
Painting her belly with chocolate donut.
Mmm. Mmm. That means you can.
And then lay on the floor and let the puppies love her.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's Drew inviting trouble. Shame on you. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. My daughter is not an outside person. She is on an electronic device 20 hours out of the day. But by God, you let there get a foot of snow on the ground and that kid is all over it. She is out here rolling in it, building snowmen, wanting to play. So by God, as far as I'm concerned, it could snow 10 months out of the year if that kid will get out the damn house once in a while, put the devices down, and come outside and actually be a kid.
Who was Rusty talking about?
I don't know. Little kids are usually pretty fun to go primitive camping with. Their curiosity lends to them learning fairly well and quick. Yes, that's classified. It'll be interesting. She's like Energizer Bunny on crack until bed. Oh my God. Drew, I acquired a really nice leather satchel bag the other day. It's in really great shape. Has bridle leather straps. Nice. My eyes can't deal with the screen for long. I'm sorry, Rusty. The bright, if it makes you feel any better, the brighter it gets out here, the more this haze starts to get bright. So right before they got here last night, because I was facing this direction, this is the west back here, so the sun was behind me, behind the trees and stuff. I was actually able to take my eye patch off. But earlier I was sitting there when the sun was like right above me and stuff, and I had nothing but, I had monovision. I could see real good out of this eye, but this one here was all fogged up and hazed over. So it's just as easy for me to put on that eye patch and slip on my sunglasses and but at least they didn't get to see me doing my impersonation of a Michigan pirate. Let's see what he says on the 9th month of clearing snow. Well, you know, the wife has actually been talking about trying to find a used snowblower. And everyone she's looked at the last 3 years, she has considered getting, and we have not got squat for snow. So this year, I got a feeling she's going to be investing in a snowblower.
Yeah,
Then again, with a $12,000 furnace and, you know, a $6,000 car and trying to find somebody to replace the dishwasher, I got a feeling she may not want to take that extra bill. I thought about getting Pony Express embroidered into it or something. That'd be kind of cool. Thank you, Jan. My buddy thought it already was mine because it looks antique. Well, I'm glad to see that you're up and around and feeling better, Ty. You seem a lot more energetic this morning. I can't wait till you get to the doctor next week because this whole coughing up little driplets of blood and stuff like that. I mean, granted, it could be an ulcer. Hell, for all we know, you got tuberculosis. So, Doc.
I hope not.
Well, you know, he is wanting to do his impersonation of
Doc Holliday.
Doc Holliday,
I
so
know.
it's only fitting that he, you know.
Well, let's not go that far.
Hey, he's all in. I give him credit where credit is due. He is all in.
That works for me. I love the picture you had of him in your video yesterday on the intro.
Oh, me and him together.
Yeah.
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 He's doing real good. He's building, and not to mention, he took a lot of stuff back from here, outfit-wise and stuff like that. And then when I was cleaning the studio the other day and reorganizing it, I found a whole box of girls' clothes for his daughters.
Good grief, Tony.
So I told him, I said he has to come back now because I found like a big box of skirts and shirts and vests and bonnets and...
Heck yeah.
That's when he informed me that they're actually talking about coming back in October.
Nice.
I just found out last night that I'm now expected to pay last year or so, $500 a month house payments.
Oh my
With new
gosh.
interest rates, she didn't have enough in the bank to pay it off. What?
That's crazy.
Ouch.
That is
Yeah,
crazy.
seriously. Well, good morning, Danny, you big sexy dog, you.
Hey, Danny.
Morning, Danny.
Work crew for tomorrow, Danny. Whoopsh. Put him to work. Well,
Sort of.
put him to work, but tell her what you want him to do, and she'll make, yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's how it works. You know it is. You
I
can
know.
sit there. You can sit there and look all big and bad all you want to, but we all know they were born without a penis. They rule the world.
That's
No.
the truth.
That's
Believe
the
me,
truth.
my wife reminds me of that on a daily basis.
That's
You
why,
were born with a penis.
That's
You're wrong.
That's why it's always, yes, dear.
Yeah.
No. I hear no an awful lot.
That's what.
Yeah, you hear no, but then you say, what? What just came out of your mouth?
No, actually, I usually say, okay, thought I'd ask.
You're nicer than Step is.
Well, I try to get along with everybody, and, you know, he's the one making the money, so, you know, if he says no, then it's no,
That's why I got to keep working to pay the bills.
unfortunately.
Why, thank you, Drew. I take my Doc Holliday persona seriously. Well, I don't blame you.
I
I'm
think
still
Ty looks
looking
better
for
than Doc
Doc's
Holliday.
shoulder holsters. His Colt 45 is hard to find. You can have a happy marriage or you can be right. Man, that's dead on.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like you got her all into the deal. I have what remains of my second great granddad's coaching whip, 1870s. It's a dog's head made of ivory.
Wow.
Very nice. Oh yeah, you can have both. You know, a lot of people when they catch my wife in the right mood, we'll sometimes go to the store and we'll play argue while we're walking through the store and just make people look at us, and then we'll sit there and we'll giggle about it when they because you'll hear them whispering, "Oh my God, she's a bitch," and we'll just, yeah, you ain't seen her in a good mood. This is normal. Wait till she's in a really good mood. You want to see bitch? Wow. I want to thank you guys for your help and support, dude. It's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. You know, we want to make sure that Ghostorama goes off in a huge way, so we can start looking forward to next year and multiple Ghostoramas in different cities and different locations and different
come down our way.
crowds.
Come down our way. Or at least closer.
Dude, tomorrow is going to be epic, Danny. I mean, there's just no ifs, ands, or buts to it. Tomorrow is going to be epic with the bands, with the Ghostbusters, with the car show, with the vendors, with the food. Oh, yeah.
That's where you'll find Jay, is at the food vendors.
This year. Next year. Well, hopefully you will, KG. Hopefully you will.
I hope, KG. Yep, he's delivering. You see the boxes?
It's not that. He's some kind of electrical cable guy or something.
Oh, is that
Oh,
what it
is he?
is? Yeah,
'Cause
because
he had
he did
three-
walk around their house earlier over
Oh,
here.
okay. Because he had
Maybe
3
he's casing the
boxes
place
on it.
out.
I don't think they're gonna find much. That dog will kill him.
UPS, the other guys just come up and they lay stuff right there at the front, and they're usually not home all day long, so stuff will sit there for 10, 12 hours till they get home. Luckily, we've not had anybody steal anything around here that we know of.
Oh, you're lucky. They do down our house all the time. Ring doorbells, catch people taking boxes off of people's porches and stuff.
I'll be like that guy on that one YouTube video where they bend down to pick up a box, and as they raise up, there's a pistol coming right up along with them.
Yup.
May I help you?
I did that to that girl that tried to get in the house. Do you remember a couple years ago?
Let me see
And she
here.
went into
Different
Troy's house?
opinion of
Oh,
arguing. Me too. Hope y'all have a blast. Wish you luck, Tony. Expect still stick in the mud. Be sure to bring water, Gatorade. Oh yeah, I need to stop and I got the big cooler up here on the porch. I'm gonna have to get some soda and water and stuff like that to bring up. My Aug.19, I felt her pawing and jump on the bed the night before last. Aww.
Wow.
Pets have a tendency, and I've seen this with a lot of people, pets have a tendency of when they pass, they don't ever really go away. They always kind of hang out and watch over the house or watch over you. My grandmother's cat, oh God, Pumpkin never left my grandma's side, and when they moved to South Carolina, and she passed, my grandmother would find toys laying in the living room floor that were apparently pulled out from under furniture and stuff, and a little jingle ball or something like that, and she swears to God that Pumpkin was still there up until she moved back up to Indiana, God, 12 years later. We're hoping to live stream the event. I was actually thinking about it too, as long as I could get my phone service back on and hotspot the mobile studio, just having it sat up there, doing the event from my booth too. So, gonna advertise her out. Plus, I'll be filming the whole time too. So. So kind, slow before she returned. Aww. Again. Ty, if I can find Doc Holliday's shoulder holster, I'll get it for you. Yeah, the shoulder, you might just have to have it made, bud. The shoulder holster. There we go again. I'm feeling something. What's it mean when your forehead itches? I mean, we already know. We were talking about this the other day. When your nose itches, it means you're going to have company. When your palms itch, it means you're going to come into money. When your nose and your palm itches, it means somebody's going to come and visit and bring you money.
Well, we sort of did. We
Come
brought
bearing
you,
gifts.
we brought you
We came
a few
bearing a lot of
things.
gifts
Came
yesterday.
bearing a lot of gifts yesterday.
Yeah, that truck holds a lot.
I got me a brand new jar of apple. Is it apple moonshine?
Yes, spiced apple moonshine. It's in the freezer.
Your forehead itches, it means you're crazy. Well, no shit. you say that like it's news.
You're lost and don't have a
I had a
clue.
blessing in one sense.
That's me all the
Buying a
time.
boatload of goofy shit that I have to move later. Yeah. don't have a clue. Sounds appropriate currently. Yes. Yeah, I have so much shit I bought because I think I need it. Your house sounds like my studio, Tony. I've got so much stuff um, boxed up in the closet. Um, Outfits I haven't had a chance to wear in years. I've got all my main stuff actually hanging up in the studio where I can just pull it off a hanger and dress, jump in front of the green screen, do my filming, and I've got totes. I think I've got 6 totes in the closet just full of clothes and material and shit. Oh yes, moonshine. I busted the seal on it when they got here yesterday and took a sip out of it, and it's like, oh, almost perfect, just needs to be cold. So I put the lid back on it, stuck it in the freezer, and it'll come back out tonight. Moving most of my life, always for more damn boxes. Oh, friends, I have to get back to work. Love and light. Templar, you take care of yourself, bud. Have a great day, and hopefully we'll see you tonight. Take care. Talking heavy stuff. 2 garden tractors, 2 generations, 8x10 metal storage shed. Wow. What's up, bud?
I'm gonna change out the electric meter.
Cool.
But I see you mean because you moved power for 5 seconds, so I'll just come back and later.
I started to say we've only got 20 minutes
Okay.
left.
Sweet, man. I'll just be back later in the day.
All right, bud.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep, thank you.
You get it.
Why the ghost wasn't tall because short-seated. He's short-seated.
Hey, Tara.
Hey, Terry. How you doing, girlfriend?
There, that's Terry. Good morning, dear. Hope you're doing well. Know why the ghost wasn't tall? Because he was short-seated.
Oh, jeez.
Well, if we move together, maybe I'll buy it and you won't have to move. I'm trying to find me cross-stock on my holster for my 38. Holster, I don't think is the right holster. What is that? Considerate neighbor. Well, folks, I unfortunately have to get ready to go get my hot water heater up in Des Moines. So hope everybody has a great day today, dude.
Take care.
It's always something, man. I'm sorry. But
Take care, Ty. Be safe.
it gives you a chance to get out the house and be on the road a little bit. So, I mean, but be careful and go get that hot water heater. Be nice to take a warm bath once in a while, I guess.
I don't know. I'm kind of scared to take a shower in that hotel room. I know I'm not taking any bath. That's for dang sure.
I don't know if it's as bad as you make it sound. They probably got cameras in there and stuff like that. They got to make their money somehow. They might as well make it on Pornhub.
You know what? It wouldn't surprise me. That dog is barking. It's got
Oh, I know.
Is that a beware of dog sign in the window?
Yep.
Yeah, they finally put one up like 2 months ago. They've lived there for 3 years. Like I said, that's the little bastard that put a hole in my arm 2 years ago, and the only reason he's not dead right now is because he told me he was leaving the next Monday to go to obedience school.
Yeah, sure.
So I've never met a dog that a service dog that
He's a service dog?
he's a service dog. She had social anxiety disorder.
Okay.
So she got the dog to help her with social anxiety. The dog picked up her social anxiety disorder. So now he does not like people. How in the hell her boyfriend moved in there, I will never know.
Unless she doesn't have it with him. Maybe he senses that, the dog. Oh, there's your police officer.
Yeah, it's the second one that's come by. The first one came by in the car.
Oh, Dean.
Not in a good way. Creepy peepers. What kind of work? What kind keys work in a haunted house? Spookies.
Good one.
Oh, creepy people is why God made guns. Amen to that. I took an ice shower last night. I thought I
wow.
was going to end up giving myself hypothermia. Why in the world would you torture yourself?
Well, freedom, he had to get cleaned up somehow.
It's probably warmer if he would have went down to the river and crawled in that thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a mile or so from his house. Oh, wow, look at that. It is 28 minutes till. We still got 17 people in here watching. I love it. Love it. See, you guys drew a crowd in. I hardly ever have this many people in here in the morning.
I know. I'm
I
usually in the truck driving, and I don't even get to see this.
He hears it, but he
I
doesn't
hear it
see it.
when I feel like it, or when I can get to it.
I don't know why anybody'd want to come and look at us.
Good doesn't mean comfortable. It's actually fun. I'm now that I know I can set up the mobile studio as fast as I did. Just basically all I done is Danny had an extra small what is this thing? A life book, T-series, but it had the HTML attachment to the back, so I was able to hook a larger monitor into it so I could read it. And I just picked the monitor up, put it on top of the box that my paranormal equipment's in, and carried everything out here and ran the extension cord out, and
Put it
voila.
on this sweet little table, and you're set.
Yep, mobile studio. So, let me see here. Tastes better. Ever heard the phrase "hurt so good"? Hurt so good.
Uh-oh, there he goes.
Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. Sometimes love don't feel like it should.
I'm going to hit the restroom.
Okay, hit the restroom. You know where it's at? That
in-
second tree.
The second tree?
Second tree.
I'm not facing these houses. Just saying. I was actually
Put
gonna
your
go
butt
back.
that direction.
I was going to go back into jail and go.
Okay. There's a bucket in there.
That'd work.
I put one in there for the last
Kitty litter?
person.
Kitty
Kitty litter,
litter,
yeah.
water, yeah.
Just make sure and scrape the box when you're done.
Exactly.
Yep. Do you know how a ghost gets rid of stains? They scare them away. You didn't think you're going that road, Freedom. You've been running with the dog on a trail for 4 miles. You tend to break a health sweat. I think I will drop this topic in this format. Now, Tony, you know you could talk about anything you want to talk about in here. I just wish I could see the chat a little better. From here, I can see things over there, but I can't read them clear. I have to like lean in, and right about here I can see it clear enough. But still, I'm used to seeing letters
Big size.
that big, and they're like that big on here. So And like I said, with it getting brighter out here, I'm starting to haze up right here. So
Yeah, we got it. Okay. Freedom says, okay, Kinky, didn't think we were going to make that route. Okay,
it happens.
it happens.
In this chat, you never know.
I noticed that. You never know what's going to happen. Freedom, when you're running with a dog on a trail for 2.5 miles, you tend to break a hell of a sweat. Okay.
How is your little dog doing, Ty? Oh, and Ty, when you talk to Brenna, tell her to quit being a poop stain and actually respond to a message once in a while. I sent her a message yesterday, and she looked at it and never responded. And yeah, that's mean. It hurt me deep in my soul. My heart ached. Breed I was running with. I take her certain places in town. Off to the playhouse to mow and set flags. Don't work too hard. Don't work too hard, bud. You've worked way hard on this, and I worry about you being out there, especially in direct sunlight. We'll be there early tomorrow morning to help out and get it up and rolling and ready. And you know, they say cats only meow for our benefit. I think that's BS because even when we're not around,
He meows.
he's meowing, and the other cats meow back to him. So I
just might
really
steal
honestly
him, you know
believe stealing. At least I know he's going to a good home.
I don't know about the other 8 critters to take care of that, but
Well,
we may never find him.
At
Think
least
about
he'd be
it.
friendly and
Woman
come around.
would ever choose to have a second child if they could talk pain. Oh, Paisley, the girl's American Bully, the black and white one I had hung himself.
Aww.
Oh, I didn't know that, Ty. Go away, Mr. Bumbley.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that anything happened to the black and white one.
He's such a good boy. Such a good boy. I wonder how he'd acclimate to a little box.
Probably pretty good. Neither one of ours. Well, Georgie was feral when we got her, and having the other cats around, or having Ralph around, she picked up the litter box thing in like a day.
Oh, wow.
Of course, you know, you guys all know my views on the being upfront thing. We do have Ghostorama coming this weekend. I have got the Michiana Ren Fair next weekend. Any and all donations coming in between now and we'll actually be doing a stream next Thursday, since I'll be gone on Friday night. Any donations coming in is just going to help out with camp fees, food, drink, stuff like that. So I like to let you guys know what's happening with that stuff because I think it's only fair. I've seen people make some heller donations on live streams and stuff before, but nobody ever really tells you what they're doing with it. So, well, except for that one guy that took his donations and paid $10,000 and ordered a complete, fully operational Iron Man suit. Yeah, ordered it from Japan. It does everything but fly and shoot.
Why didn't it fly? If he paid that kind of money for it, it should fly.
This thing is like carbon fiber, fully electronic, voice command, inside visual console, the
Oh
whole
my God.
shebang.
Oh God.
Does it come to him when he puts his
The
arm out?
yeah, I started to say the damn thing better dance for you for $10,000.
You got it.
I mean, you can stand it up in the corner when you're not wearing it. It better walk to you or something.
Mm-hmm.
9 minutes, bud. Thank you for altering your schedule for me.
Oh man, no problem at all. I'm glad I walked around this site. I was knocking out the door. I was like, "Thanks for meeting, man. I'll be back to you soon."
All right, bud.
Thanks.
I thought I told you when I was out there, Demon, the black and white German Shepherd I had hung himself Saturday. The girl's got an American Pit Bull, 2 years old, smart as a whip and friendly as a lamb.
Aw.
Aww.
And they can be.
Yeah, they can be.
Yeah. With the right people.
Yeah, P.T. Barnum. There's a sucker born every minute. Amen to that. I'm sorry, Ty. I did not know. If you did tell me, I have forgotten. And I mean, you know my memory. So if you did tell me, I'm sorry. I forgot. But that's sad. But I've known a lot of people that had American bullies, and they were wonderful dogs. I knew a guy down in Indianapolis that had one that was, I think he was 6 years old, weighed like 125 pounds, and he thought he was a lap dog. This dude was no bigger than Jan, and here's this dog that weighs as much as him jumping up on his lap. I've seen that dog move his recliner back like 4 feet. He'll hit him right in the belly when he jumps up there, and the whole recliner moves back and hits the wall. This dog just lays there like a Pomeranian, rolls over on his back.
You have to keep reminding me of Pomeranian, don't you?
Yeah, yeah,
I
Pomeranian.
came here to get away from that
That,
incessant barking. And then you bring him up all the time. Oh my goodness.
Oh God, yes. That sounds like him.
It does. Only 10,000 times
handcuffs.
louder.
That becomes pretty much non-existent after baby comes. All right, looking for something. Handcuffs. God. Handcuffs. You know, it's really bad too, because I've got the old iron handcuffs. Tyler has the old iron shackles, and
You didn't handcuff and shackle him while he was here? Dang.
I thought about it like 2 days after he left. That man, I should have shackled him up and had some fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've got
Would've been
the
interesting to see.
Doc Holliday wanted poster in there and everything. I could have actually, you know. But then again, his best friend and him were sharing a hotel room. I didn't want to get her in trouble by having him all handcuffed, because I mean, we know how Tyler is.
Well,
You get a little ornery
you
when you trigger him.
well, yeah, okay. I got you.
It's that Iowa thing.
Yeah. Mm.
Too early for that.
Aw,
Meat package from
that's awesome, Ty.
They got her from an animal rescue shelter in Des Moines Saturday. She was the best fit for the girls. but she sleeps next to me like a baby.
Oh, that's cool.
And they do that.
Good job, bud.
Yeah.
Good job. There's a lot of animals out there that need that love and
I
a
always
good
say
home.
don't buy, adopt.
Yeah, that's how I am. You know, Ralphie was a rescue animal, so
All mine were rescues.
Yeah, especially your last one, Teddy.
plenty of
He's a
those.
love bug.
Love animal shelter pets. Always get my animals there. Yep, that's how I feel about it. Freedom. It's, you know, why would you go to a pet store and buy a puppy for $175 when you could go to an animal shelter and you can pay $50 that's been spayed or neutered, it's been vaccinated, it's had complete checkouts and stuff.
Where are you finding a puppy for $175?
We have an animal shelter we have a pet place right over here in the mall. They start at about $175 and go all the way up to $500 depending on the breed of the dog.
That's
For $500, I will build my own damn dog.
That's cheap because
And he was
down at the
bulletproof and
house-
have weapon systems on him
Oh,
and everything
yeah.
else.
Down at the house, they go for $1,000 and up.
Jesus, criminy. Several sets of those plastic zip ties, cheaper and lighter.
5 miles of paracord. Wow.
Well, we all know when you know, an SHTF situation occurs in the world that Tony, we know, is. I'm going to find out where his place is at in Missouri, and I'm going there and setting up a tent.
Exactly.
Or
me
I'll
too.
go 50 yards away from his cabin and build my own or something like that, because I know with Tony around,
It's safe.
it's safe.
You bet. You bet. Expect company.
Really?
Believe in equal opportunity. God, Tony. Missy James never got captured, and I do still have my bushwhacker outfit now.
Nice.
Did you like that video, Ty? Did you like the video I put out yesterday on Jesse, Bloody Kansas, and Quantrell's Raiders? $5 mile is a stretch for effect. I'll accept that. Probably have a couple hundred yards. You sound like the guy from the book series I read. 50 Shades of Water.
Oh, shoot.
50 more shades of gray. Because the first 50 just wasn't enough.
50 Shades Grayer?
50 Shades Grayer.
Isn't that the one of the books?
I think so.
There's too many 50 Shades books out there.
Well, I have the first one,
Yeah, I know.
and I only made it like halfway and put it down because I thought this stuff's ridiculous.
No thanks. I'll take my World War II books.
Yeah, exactly.
No thanks, zombie and apocalypse books.
Well, he has World War II books. I have some. But I mostly have Smoky Mountain books. The history on the families and whatnot.
I'm reading one now. It's the first wave going on D-Day.
I know title, not my cup of tea. Yeah, I think it was 50 Shades of Gray and 50 Shades Grayer or something. And if it gets much grayer, it's just going to be black. There's not going to be any shades to it.
Right?
I didn't get to finish it. I'm hoping to watch it on the road. I had fun with that one. And now that we have the studio redone and everything, there's going to be more videos like that. Of course, you know, I caught hell from Santee on a regular basis because I used to be in all the videos, and then you start hearing a voice, and then a lot of times I'm not in there at all, and of course I would always catch flack from him. So um, he's part of the reason I restructured the studios so there was more room for me to be able to film in there and stuff. So you'll start seeing more of that stuff again. Um, but all right, guys, it is that time. We are going to chillax a little bit and hang out. We will be back on here tonight. Same bat time, same bat station, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you guys have a good day. It's Friday. Hey, Sonny. But definitely have a good day. Try to have a little bit of fun. The weekend's not officially here yet, but it just depends on how you look at it. So, for me, the weekend started yesterday when these two got here. So,
And we stayed until the cows came home.
it was only like almost 10.
Hell, the chickens were roosted already. What are you talking
I
about?
know, right?
There was a couple roosters contemplating getting up and saying good morning by the time
You
you
think
guys
that's
got
funny?
back here.
We got back to the hotel room. She says, "You know, I'm not supposed to drive at night." Well, now you tell me.
I was trying to hand him the keys.
I said I had the keys. Oh well.
Yeah.
Now we can collaborate videos. Yes, we can. So, all right, guys, we're out of here. Y'all take care. Have a great day. Have fun. We'll catch you tonight on the evening stream with these two again.
Yeah.
But until then, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do.
Hi, Sonny.
Y'all have a good day. We'll talk to you later.
That was fun.